baby. There's a different story out here. You hear me? June's Monday quarterback, but we had to do this a little bit differently without June. You understand? I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight to be here with me and Derek. What's going on, Derek?
What's going on, man? Riding high, baby. Riding high.
Yeah, I guess that's what y'all say. Let's ride high, something like that. I know it was something crazy. But how's everything going?
I'm good, man. 2-1. You can't ask for a better listen, I had San Francisco down as a loss, but we pulled it out. Our defense came up big time. It gotta be at least top three, top two in the league, for points allowed. So, Randy
I don't know
Gregory,
about all that. I don't know about all that.
look it up. Look it up. Points allowed.
I don't think so, man. Jacksonville, the last 2 weeks only gave up 10 points.
All right. In the first game we gave up 17. The second game we gave up 9. And this game we gave up 10.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville got y'all beat. I think the first game they gave up 20 something. So
All right.
altogether, I think they gave up about 34 points.
Well, that's what 26, and then you got
Don't you do it? Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't you do
that's 36. So 36. So we number two. Like I said, we number two. We number two.
it?
Points allowed.
Oh man, listen. I'm happy to be here. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about matter of fact, let's talk about your Denver Broncos, man. How do you feel about your offense? Let's get right into it with the Denver Broncos.
What they chose to bring in to helped us on special teams, and that was it. They said he was good. He came from uh, I think he came from Jacksonville, and he helped out a lot over there with Doug Marone and them. But he didn't help out much on offense. The offense looked the worst I've ever seen an offense can make. We just indecisive. We barely ran 2 or 3 yards in the first half on each run play. He had 3 yards going into the second quarter. This just can't happen. It just can't happen. 10 times we punted yesterday. 10. And the 8 was the most in his career, in Russell Wilson's career, that he can convert. We didn't make it past the 20, I think, until the second half. And if it wasn't for the safety, the 55-yard field goal, that was good. And then he misses the other one. McManus is just he's not reliable. So offensively, we're trash. But defensively, we're top notch. This defense has come alive. Darby's a reliability, but I think that he played pretty good yesterday. And Griffith and Josie Jewell, those guys in the middle of the field, man, helped out a lot. So,
Yeah, I think the way Jimmy G played yesterday, they wanted Jimmy. They wanted Jimmy back. They didn't like the way Trey played week 1. Jimmy came out there, you know what I mean, week 3, that was week three's game. He didn't look that much better either to me.
well,
That's all I'm going to say.
he only scored because he had shorter field. Our offense couldn't do anything, so they had a nice little what's the name pass, and they scored. And but our defense shut them down majority of the game. I think they didn't convert a third down until late the third, maybe going in the fourth. So I don't think Russell Wilson's to blame for the struggles. I don't think so. He had a lot of errant passes, but all that's communication. And if that's a communication problem, why ain't the coach making adjustments? Everybody want to get on Russell. Russell doing what only what he could do. He's a game manager right now. You don't know what he's doing. What's our identity? Do we run the ball? Do we go deep? That 5 and out stuff, it ain't cutting it. The first game, Javonte Williams had 11 catches. The next game, he had none. Now in this game, he catching balls 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Come on, man. We don't know what we doing on offense. So thank God for the defense, man. Jerry, whatever his name is, he stepped up big time for us. So, and it's crazy. It's Brian Greasy, Anthony Lynn, all those guys are on the 49er staff. You.
What's good, fellas? How y'all?
What up, Jay?
All right.
Pretty good. You doing good?
Yeah, we good. We
Okay,
good.
perfect.
We was talking about the 49ers and the Denver Broncos game.
Yeah, the game that blew my ticket.
No.
You ain't supposed to. You ain't supposed to have your ticket on no Sunday night game. Let's get that
Yeah.
out the way.
You.
Yo, what up, Kilo?
You. Detroit almost pulled it out yesterday, Keela.
Yeah, I was mad, man,
Oh,
that they did.
should have pulled that out. Ain't no way. They should have pulled that out.
Yo, what's up with
Detroit
Dallas?
looking good.
Nah, I only lost. Yo, I put $20 on $25 on 4 teams, yo, and lost that damn bet because the fucking all they had to do was score a touchdown. That's it.
I know a lot of people lost because of that Colts Kansas City game. Like,
I already knew that.
Yes. What?
I'm
Oh, you could have fooled me on that one. I'm
Nah.
serious.
everybody got fooled. Like, huh?
Jeez, what?
So let me get this right. You lose to the Jags, tie the Texans, but you beat the Chiefs.
Right.
That's how it works. All right.
Desperation. Desperate times
Right.
call for desperate things. Welcome to the 2022 NFL season. This is the weirdest NFL season ever.
This is the beginning of sports betting. You trying to tell me none of this got nothing to do
This
with
ain't
that?
the beginning. This
the beginning.
weird stuff been happening.
Hey, Derek, listen. A lot of professional bettors were putting a lot of money on the Colts show. Somebody do something that we ain't know.
Somebody knew something, yo.
Yo,
but what was there to possibly know? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, well, this is one thing. When all the money is shifted towards one team, usually a bettor who's been around for a while, they'll bet on the opposite.
That's right.
You know, they've been there. They've been there through them heartaches. Them Patriots, undefeated Patriots, supposed to beat the Giants. You know what I mean? They've been there through Mike Tyson getting knocked out by Buster Douglas. So they've been betting for a while. They know. Oh no, this is gonna happen.
You trying to tell me that ain't nobody bet on everybody didn't bet on the Broncos in the Super Bowl in 2013, and then we get smoked like that, and only put up one touchdown in a 2-point conversion? That ain't what he lost. Come on, man.
All right, hear me out. Yo, the Chiefs ain't beat the Colts in the regular season since 2011.
Wow.
They beat them in the playoffs.
See what I'm saying?
But in the regular season, Indianapolis has been having that number.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Like, was there somebody significant injured? Like, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I remember was the Colts not having. I remember the Colts not having their wide receivers last week. But I didn't think it was going to make that much of a difference.
Listen,
like,
that's why you look at your team's history. Like we struggle with Baltimore and the Colts. Those are the two toughest. I think that's the two toughest games in our schedule. And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna wait until the Rams game, but I'm gonna call that how our offense has improved. If our offense if it's still shitty as it is now, we don't have a chance. But I think if our offense improves, I think we'll beat the Rams going into that game. We'll beat the Rams going into that game. But the Colts and Baltimore always give the Broncos work. So I know those are two toughest what's the name on our schedule. You gotta look at your team history.
Hey, yo. Hey, so who y'all feel like the MVP front runners?
It's Lamar, Tua,
Josh.
Yeah, hold on. So we gonna just ignore Jalen Hurts' performance?
Jalen Hurts is balling. I can't even get mad at Nah, I'm not. You right.
Hurts.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. As Lamar 1, Hurts 2, Josh 3.
Oh my bad.
And then number 4.
Shoot, not how
Josh 3.
Shit, not the way how Kip Dorsey flipped out. Ain't no way.
Listen. It was a division game. They knew what was coming.
Yep.
And for some reason, listen. For some reason, it was first and 5. It was first and goal on a 5-yard line with 2 minutes left, and Josh Allen had the ball with 4 tries and 2 timeouts, and still didn't get in the end zone. Nope. All I can say is that is your fault. I don't want to hear about no injuries. You lost that game right there. That's it. I don't want to hear about that. Oh, the time expired. We had a Dallas moment. No. You're there on a 5-yard line with Josh Allen. I don't want to hear it. You win the game. That's it. You didn't win it. All right. On next week. As of right now, Miami's on top of that division. That's it.
Miami's the top of the AFC.
Yeah, you're right.
Yo, Jacksonville.
Miami is scary.
We talk about Jacksonville. What they did to the Chargers are not real. The Chargers are not real. I'm telling everybody that right now. They're not real.
I've been telling you that.
Hey, man, the quarterback is playing with broken ribs. Wait, come on, man.
No. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it, Jay. I want to hear it. He out there, Jay. He out there. You don't say that same stuff about Jameis Winston. He out there. I ain't trying to hear it.
That's right.
You don't say that same stuff about Jameis Winston. I don't want to hear it. He out there. Jameis Winston out there playing bad, and he all burned up. I don't want to hear it. This is June Monday's quarterback. We talking about QBs. I ain't trying to hear it.
Everybody want to make all these excuses. Oh, we ain't got this. We ain't got that. You come to play. You put yourself out there. You're responsible for the win or loss.
You're responsible to play. It's the fourth quarter. It's 10-38. What are you still doing out there? Exactly. Was his ribs really that broke?
Nah.
Somebody got to tell me something now here. Oh, they banged up. There's plenty of teams that banged up that make runs. I ain't here to hear the banged up stuff.
I'm gonna just say it's certain injuries that affect certain positions. Like throwing the football with broken ribs is kind of hard to do. You know what I'm saying?
Winston got broken ribs and a torn ankle.
3 points, right?
And it's hard for him to make certain throws. He's still out there though.
That top-notch offense. That top-notch defense on paper put up 38 points on them. So now what we talking about?
Right. What's the name of the defense? Because they ran all up and down and they was in LA. I ain't trying to hear it about this team, dog. I ain't trying to. I'm an LA Chargers hater, but I ain't trying to hear it. You played against the Jaguars. That's just been a layup.
Right.
They blew you out. It ain't like you wasn't even in the game after the second quarter. They blew you out.
The Jaguars just that good because they're not. If you look the past couple, they're not.
Jacksonville fluke, man. I ain't buying into none of that.
You ain't buying it yet?
No, I'm not. Hey, what quarterbacks you feel have the worst pass protection?
Joe Burrow. Burrow. Even though he won against us, he was still running for his life.
To be honest with you, I'm gonna say us.
Hold up.
Carson Wentz, yo.
Time out. You said us?
Yeah.
Did you say us? You a Jets fan?
Yesterday. He was running for his life. He was running for his life yesterday. We were trash, but he was running for his life yesterday.
You talking about Denver?
Yeah, we couldn't get out. Listen, why do you think he wasn't? We're throwing up and down the field because they was hopping in our ass. Listen, he that was tripping too on that sack or what's the name?
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Hear me out. All right. So Carson.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there?
Carson Wentz and Joe Burrow is tied with 15 sacks.
Yeah,
but Carson Wentz put them sacks on himself. I ain't trying to hit him.
Then follow behind him two is Matt Ryan, Jameis Winston, and Justin Fields.
Okay.
And then Russell Wilson.
Justin Fields put them on himself too. He has nobody to throw to, so it's just like, all right, I'm gonna just try to run from. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Carson holds on to the ball too long. I knew we was gonna get to him. I can't 100% put that on offensive line. He holds on to the ball too long. Now Joe Burrow, on the other hand, Lyle Collins, I expected a lot more from him. Now the first 2 weeks of the season, I understand you want to get T.J. Watt, Defensive Player of the Year, then you want to get Micah Parsons, runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year. So I understand those two, but not the Jets. Not the Jets.
What do you mean not the Jets?
Not the Jets. Y'all don't have a defensive player that's gonna scare you.
Yo, would y'all believe me that Justin Fields is averaging 99 passing yards a game?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
I don't think that's the reason. I don't think that's the reason why Dallas ain't pay him. I really don't think that y'all really wanted to pay him. I don't think Lyle Collins is a bad right tackle. That's what I don't think. But I do think that he needs to get better where he at with the Bengals. That's what I do think. Now, I'm not taking up for his play yesterday because the first 2 weeks I gave him an excuse that he went against some of the best, defensive players in the game, but not this week. This week I can't give it up for him, but I still think he's a good tackle. But I understand where Cowboy fans coming from. What we get out of Lyle Collins, we can get out of Steele. I understand what y'all talking about. I just don't think it's 100% true. But I understand.
So, with that said, protection, not protection, who is the best quarterback in football?
Best quarterback in football?
Who's the best quarterback in football?
Lamar. Who are we talking about?
I'm talking about just if you had one guy that's going to take you to the bowl, who's the best quarterback in football?
Lamar. We talking about right now.
You almost had me
crazy.
until you said take it to the bowl.
I like Jalen Hurts, yo.
I'm gonna say it's right now. I'm gonna still say it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, you can say that.
I'm gonna still say it's
Mahomes. You gotta ride. Let me explain something.
He has the best.
You gotta ride with that AFC. Hold on, there. You gotta ride with the AFC West because they're supposed to be the best division of. Hold on, let me explain. Let me explain first. Because they're supposed to be the best division of football. They don't look like the best division of football. They don't look like the best division of the AFC.
We're not right now. We're not. We're actually one of the worst.
But I'm gonna let you go ahead with your Patrick Mahomes.
But no, listen. He has the best offensive mind in football, and he has the best offensive coordinator in football. So even if he is on his bad game, like yesterday was a bad game, and the coach punched them in the mouth, and they, like you said, they didn't beat them since 2011. But they're still the top 3 offense in the league. And what's the Everett? Everett is balling right now.
Nah, who you talking about?
I'm talking
about the Chiefs. I'm talking about the Chiefs.
The Chiefs is The Chiefs is number 7 total offense. And you want to know something crazy? Jacksonville has a better offense.
Yeah, because they learning to run the ball. They learning to use that 2-head monster. They learning to use that 2-head monster at running back.
I like Travis Anite too. That boy fast. He's pretty good yesterday.
Yo, ETN.
I'm gonna have to ride with old boy, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Jalen Hurts, bro. If you think about it, over the past 3 weeks, he has been.
You trust him in the game. Like my thing is this.
Only reason why I'm not 100% on this train and 100% riding it is because we haven't scored a touchdown in the second half of a football game in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We have been riding whatever we scored in the first half. Whatever we scored in the first half, we just been riding them. I don't like it.
Y'all leading the league with total y'all the number 1 offense right now.
But I don't like it. Do you trust Jalen Hurts in a conference championship versus a Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
No, Brady.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, hell yeah. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, yeah, absolutely. Aaron Rodgers gonna find out a way to fuck it up.
Hell yeah, Aaron Rodgers. He's down to McNabb in the championship game. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but yo, you gotta look at his pedigree, man. Like Jalen Hurts, we all knew he was a decent quarterback. He just didn't have the weapons right then and there. Because he went out and got the weapons for him.
Yeah.
And now look at him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're like, oh, okay, maybe. It's not like he's Zach Wilson where we're like, okay, we're going to give him some weapons, but we still don't know. Like you knew if you got him a big time receiver other than Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew. Give him a decent run game. You knew he was going to flourish.
I ain't gonna lie. The Chiefs, Buffalo, Miami. We'll see with Jacksonville. I'm not convinced with Jacksonville. Yeah, he's still a young team, so we'll see.
What you mean you're not convinced by Jacksonville?
I'm not convinced.
They had one fourth quarter slip up. That was it. I'm my fault. I mean to say. I'm going to say Baltimore. My fault. Baltimore. I said it. Baltimore.
No. Lamar probably gonna win MVP, but we got to see what he's gonna do in the playoffs.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Lamar right now is a front runner for MVP. If you want to say that him, Tuga, and maybe Josh Allen, all right, fine.
Tuga.
Him, Tuga.
What is he? He's a whole what's his name? A Hawaiian?
No. That's Mariota. Mariota is the Hawaiian. The Hawaiian is Mariota. Don't nobody claim his ass. He's a Hawaiian. Yeah, but speaking of that game, let's go to the Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I knew the Falcons was going to win this game as long as they ran the ball with Cordell Patterson. How did y'all feel about it?
You know what's crazy? Seattle got all the weapons. It's just the quarterback is the quick question.
Their quarterback's ass.
Yeah, the quarterback's the question. Did Teddy Two Gloves come in the game yesterday too? Teddy Two Gloves
For
came
Miami.
in?
For Miami, he did.
Yeah. But Seattle got all the weapons. But it's Geno Smith. Everybody thought he was Mr. Montana when he came out the week against us.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the Falcons batted off Quentin Cordell Patterson at quarterback too, yo. Just put the best weapon. Just give the ball, yo. Cause man.
Yo, he
I
had
didn't even see this
140
coming.
yards.
I know I never would have thought of, a running back converting to a wide receiver converting to a running back.
Yeah,
I mean, he was always like 220 though. Like he wasn't small.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I seen him at least converting to a tight end, but not no running back. Didn't Green Bay try to do that with what's the boy? Ty Montgomery.
Ty Montgomery, yeah, he still do that. He actually was one of the first.
So what's up? I was talking to Den. What's up with the Raiders?
Whew. Yo, Geno didn't even look bad in this loss too.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Josh McDaniels can't coach. Josh McDaniels is the second worst coach in the NFL next to Nathaniel Hackett, and they ain't got no defense. Their offense is still set.
Same division?
Huh?
Two bad coaches in the same division?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, he got called to the office today too.
You know what? I think the issue with the Raiders they're still trying to recover from those Mike Mayock drafts. Think about it, they haven't been drafting well. They've been struggling since he took over as general manager and he was fired, and they was everybody the Raiders is trying to say catch up. Right. Come on, look at the that last first round draft pick, Alex Leatherwood.
So I have a question.
They cut him. I don't even know why you cut him.
I have a question.
Yeah, I'm listening.
If Henry Ruggs doesn't do that stupidness, right? Do they still get Do they still get Adams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
There's your answer right there.
I don't think so.
I mean, maybe the plan was set, and it's just like unfortunate events just keep happening to him. I don't understand the reason why not re-signing Josh Jacobs.
I don't think they get Devontae. What you call him still there?
If Henry Ruggs.
No. What's the coach name?
Oh, yeah.
Gruden. If Gruden didn't do what he did, I don't think they get Devontae.
I don't know, man. I feel like they had a plan. It's just it fell apart midway, and they're just still trying to recover from it.
Yeah.
I think Tampa we want to talk about the Tampa game. They just no Mike Evans, and then Green Bay, their defense played pretty good against them. So I think
that game was very vanilla, man. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah. They know each other, so this is not their first time going up against each other. Playoffs, last season, it went back and forth. So
no, I just think Aaron Rodgers just thought 14 points was enough.
Yeah,
he does that a lot, where he thinks, "Oh, that was enough."
How you over? You think? I don't think it's Derek Carr, man.
Yeah, Carr's fine.
I don't think it's Carr.
Carr
don't play defense.
No, he don't. Their defense is horrible. Their defense is horrible. I'll trade their offensive calling for our defense. Not a little bit. Give us a little bit.
And then on top of that, like, you know how many drop passes those receivers had? Yeah. That was crazy. They was dropping wide open catches, touchdowns, all that, man. And that the Raiders' best receiver was Hollins.
Yeah, he was balling yesterday.
Like Darren Waller only had 3 catches. that backup had more receiving yards than him. Then I think they just trying to find that rhythm. Because I did not anticipate that Devontae Adams and Derek Carr just going to get this old natural chemistry back together from Fresno State. No, that's a whole different system, baby.
I thought so. And I thought the fact that Josh McDaniels.
No offense to you, Dan, but I thought you would have been the first to realize you can't just bring someone on and just start.
No, it ain't that. I'm gonna tell you. Let me explain it. Let me explain it. I thought Josh McDaniels was going to do everything in his power to bring that shit back, but it don't look like it.
Can't coach defense, bro. He can't coach a defense, and that's worse.
But I don't even see the connection with him and Devontae. Like Carr and Devontae connection ain't even that deadly. If you was to go quarterback wide receiver connection with the first 3 weeks, you don't even have Carr and Devontae in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Oh well.
So all right, let's get to this Saints Panthers game. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but Jameis has now thrown 5 interceptions.
That's why they're gonna be under 500.
That's what he does, though.
They're gonna be under 500. That's why I made that bet.
That's what he does.
And the crazy part is, well, if that's the case, you see the coach came back out and said that they're gonna pursue with Jameis Winston as the starter. Shit, one more game, watch.
I think they need to go ahead and let him rest up, man. Go ahead and let his injuries rest up. Him starting out there ain't helping them at all. Be honest with you, them putting Andy in ain't gonna help him either. They might as well put Taysom Hill in if they want to salvage that season.
He hurt too. That's why he won out there Sunday.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they got a long list of issues.
Oh no, Jameis got his eyes fixed. OG, no, got corrective surgery. He can see everybody.
So news hot off the press. The Hurricane Gray hit Florida, so the Buccaneers are leaving. They're gonna be in Miami for the next few days, but the Chiefs and the Bucs supposed to play in Tampa. Right. So now we're gonna might have a switcheroo.
Oh, they might have to play in Atlanta.
That's not a good place. Brady named whole weights down there.
Well, then Patrick Mahomes has got to play better.
No, sure.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do, but just listen.
Question on
how do y'all feel about Baker Mayfield? Let me get that out the way while we talk about quarterbacks.
Baker Mayfield is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It depends on what Baker you get this Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
There's been Baker where I'll be like, damn, that's the first overall pick. And then it's like, what? Who is he throwing to?
Jay, I gotta ask you this question, Jay, because I heard a story, and I just want to know, is it true? I gotta ask this question. We are talking about the LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals.
Here we go.
I just want to know, because you are a Jalen Ramsey hater, certified.
I'm not a hater. I just point out things.
Just own it. Put a stamp on it.
I just point out things that are obvious, and then I get called a liar for it, even though it's right there on paper. Like if a certain receiver, I'm not going to say Jalen Ramsey was on him the whole game, but if a certain receiver has 14 receptions and 140 yards, where's this shutdown corner at? And then I get he wasn't on him all game. Okay, well, the other wide receiver had 8 receptions for 80 yards? That's still a 10-yard average. Where is this shutdown corner? Like, you know what I'm like? But when I say stuff like that, which is true, you could go look it up. I'm crazy. So I just be quiet. Best corner in the game.
No, you might as well speak on the hater. He's a hater. You don't think Jalen Ramsey just shut down? So you honestly don't believe Jalen Ramsey is top 5 corner in the
NFL?
He's not a shutdown.
I'm just asking you. Do you think Jalen Ramsey is a top 5 corner in the NFL?
So I'm gonna ask you this. No, yes. Top five, yes. Top 5, yes. The best corner in the league, no.
Who's the best corner in the league?
I'm gonna. You can make cases for Jair Alexander. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't even, wait, hold on. Now I know you ain't. Wait, hold on.
I said you can make cases. Look, listen. Before you jump,
that was the first guy you was gonna say.
Before you jump, no. J.C. Jackson is J.C. Jackson for me, but
that's another one. J.C. Jackson. That's your pick.
After last week,
that's your kid.
I can't say that anymore either. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's not your kid. That's what happened to him last week.
Yeah, after last week, I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, what I'm going to say is that Jalen Ramsey has given up how many touchdowns in 3 weeks? 3? And he also gave up 140 yards this past week. He gave a touchdown to Drake London.
No, he wasn't sticking Drake London on that touchdown.
Yes, he did. Yes, he was. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a zone. He let him through. Well, whatever you want to call it.
You got it. When it's a zone, you got to get that.
Whatever you want to call it. Is that considered a shutdown corner? Like, maybe me being a Jets fan, maybe I was spoiled. A shutdown corner is you get nothing out here. I understand these wide receivers are great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. But, like, at what point, as a coach, maybe it's a coaching problem. At what point does the coach go, he's kicking our ass. You guard him the rest of the game?
Okay, so if that's the case, you don't think I'm glad you said that. So week 1, when Green Bay played Minnesota and Justin Jefferson went off, nobody tapped Jair Alexander and told him he needs to start sticking Justin Jefferson?
Hey, bro, I'm just saying maybe these coaches starting to take
I'm just going by what you said.
You're right. I do that, yes. Somebody should have tapped. It was weird. It was weird, to say the least.
That's what I'm saying. But put him in the top 10. But Jalen Ramsey, his style of play, it's physical, and he has he's athletic, so he can go up for the fade routes and stuff like that. So I think what happens is, I think when he go against faster, more quicker guys, he has problems with them, and that's just it. He's just not he don't have that recovery speed that J.C. Jackson or what's the name from the Dolphins. Quick recovery speed. You need that recovery speed.
I've explained this shit so many times. Jalen Ramsey throughout his career has benefited, and I'm not saying I'm not saying that he hasn't contributed to these defenses, because he has. But he has benefited from fast pass rushes, where he doesn't have to cover that long. He doesn't. It showed. It showed against the Bills. When you're able to sit there and double team freaking Aaron Donald, he got caught looking at the backfield, and he got ran by. It happens. I get it. It's always happened. Same thing, and that's why do you think Tom Brady picked him apart in the AFC Championship? Why do you think these quarterbacks know, okay, you have this habit. I'm going to play. I'm going to show you.
My opinion.
I just want to know, but before they became Jacksonville, who was their top pass rusher when he was, his rookie year?
Nobody really cared at that point.
But just like I said, I hear what you're saying, but I don't 100% believe it.
Another thing I've always said is that a lot of people tend to. I feel like Jalen Ramsey is kind of living off his reputation a little bit. Because you can't argue with the numbers, bro. Like, it's not like I'm saying this shit and the wide receivers he's on are going 5 catches, 30 yards. That's not what's happening. I'm saying this shit in 14 catches, 140 yards. And then it's not DeAndre Hopkins on the other side.
He wasn't on him the whole game.
And I'm happy sayed that. But the other wide receiver had 8 catches for 80 yards. Right. That's still a 10-yard average.
That's a good game, though.
It is a good game.
That's a good game for the corner.
For 8 catches, 80 yards?
That's a good game for a corner. You only gave up 80 yards?
And then the other side has 14 for 140?
And they won.
They won. Yeah, they won. I'll give you that.
Right. So how many of that, you got to add up all that stuff. Like how many of that was they actually in man? Everybody don't play man all day. That's the difference.
So let's look at it this way. If we're doing that addition, right? So that's what? 260 yards. Well, I'm sorry, no, that's 220 yards. 220 yards, right? On how many receptions? So if you take 50% of that, because he's not going to play the slot. You've never seen him play slot. You've never seen him play the. So therefore, he's responsible for how much of that? At what point does he gets all of the appreciation, but none of the blame?
He got the blame. He got the blame in the Super Bowl. He got burnt in the Super Bowl.
He got burnt. He's been getting burnt off for the season.
Are you saying that Jalen Ramsey, like we talk about Darrelle Revis in those 2 years where he was just Revis Island, but even Champ got beaten. Champ had the speed and the cover skills. Champ just gambled a lot, and bigger receivers got the best of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but my thing is
go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. Finish. I don't want to.
I like his take about the pass rush. I really like that because to me, my opinion, if your pass rush is neutralized throughout the whole game, your good corner going to look mediocre.
You got to cover longer, and then for those aggressive type corners who are eager to jump routes, so on and so forth, it doesn't play in their favor. I'm not saying Jalen. Look, I go over the top just to make people mad when I say Jalen Ramsey is trash. He's not trash. I don't want to take that away, but I'm not going to sit there and say like he is.
You said he was top 5.
Yeah, but I'm not going to sit here and say he's the best. He's always benefited from that pass rush.
Right. He benefited Wade Phillips when he was in Jacksonville, and he benefited Wade Phillips when he was on the Rams. I will admit that he benefited from that. You got Aaron Donald, and then in Jacksonville. That whole remember that 1 year when they gave New England the business in the playoffs. Yeah, he kind of benefited from that, and then his name built up from there. But
then he goes off and says Josh Allen was a waste of a pick.
His name was already up there before that.
Yeah, it was.
Listen. All right, so I'm going to put it to you like this: AJ Bouye was on the other side. He was considered. Those were the top 2 corners in the league, apparently.
Yeah, to PFF.
Look, AJ.
So you're telling me?
I ain't gonna get on that. I'm going there. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to. My bad. But
PFF. Just let you know.
But the thing was AJ Bouye also benefited from that pass rush. Top 2 corners in the league on the same team. Jalen Ramsey does have the skill.
But you haven't named the corner better than him. That's the only thing I was saying.
But I do like what Den said. When they was called Jacksonville, who was the pass rushers?
I know the pass rushers when they was Jacksonville.
Even if it's saying that that Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey benefit from the pass rush, I can't even name anybody that was on that damn defensive line.
No. They had Calais Campbell. Yeah. What's the boy name? The boy name. His number was 91. He went to the Raiders, then he just went somewhere else.
You talking about Yannick?
Yannick
Ngakoue. And it was somebody else over there.
Where is he now? I thought he still was the Raiders. He not with the Raiders no more?
No, he with the Colts right now.
Oh, okay.
That's those guys, but we can't spend all day on that subject. I gotta get to the next game. We gotta get to the next game. We gotta what game haven't we talked about? Oh, let's go to the Jets. The Jets and the Bengals.
Yeah, want to know something crazy? Joe Flacco top 5 in passing yards, yo.
Yeah, they get all those yards.
Right, he is.
Sir, you come on the show.
We just couldn't get in the end zone.
I think they set him up, to make him look bad so they can have a real reason to get Zach back in the game, Because why he passing so much, Why he passing the ball so much?
Because y'all don't have no run game.
You had a run game when you played Baltimore. They damn sure run that shit all up and down our ass in the first half.
You got no run game. They got three serviceable running backs, but they don't have no run game because the O line got injured.
This
The guy that was supposed to be the
hurt, but playing. Becton's out. Freaking Dwayne Brown's out. Like, we're just throwing linemen in and rotating them around, both.
How many times Burrows got sacked in this game?
What, 9? I think. Was it 9? Or was it 9 last week?
It was 7
we hurried him a lot.
6 the first week. It was 7 last week. He got 13 sacks. I don't know how many times he got sacked in this game.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Listen, there were times where he escaped sacks, and I'm just like, damn.
He was
like,
where
he was running for his life. He was running for his life.
The way they said him up, I don't think he's gonna make it.
I think so either.
I don't think he's gonna make it. He's gonna be like Andrew Luck. I'm tired of this shit. I'm out. That's the way it looks. Now we're gonna go to this Texans and Bears. Anybody want to say nothing about that? Okay. All right.
This is a playing game.
Shout out, Lovey Smith.
Lovey was supposed to win that, man.
Shout out, Lovey Smith.
He was sacked 4 times.
Joe Burrow?
Yes, he was only sacked 4 times.
How many times was he hurried?
14.
It seemed like he was hurried every time.
He was blitzed 32 times, 3 games this year. Pressured on 14. Fuck, they got to do anything. What is the outfit? Hold on.
What was the stat coming into this game for Lovey Smith? He hasn't scored in the fourth quarter. I think that's what it was. He hasn't scored in the fourth quarter in since last year. Something.
Yeah, I don't think we scored in the fourth quarter in a while either.
It wasn't Lovey Smith the coach when the Bears went to the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It was him and what's his name?
He was also the coach when Jay Cutler decided he didn't want to play no more in the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
Oh, when he robbed the city of Chicago for all that money?
Yeah. I would have never gave him
Dwight Howard. He's the Dwight Howard of football.
I've never seen somebody rob a whole city with no gun. It's crazy.
Right. Well, Russell might do it to us when we make the playoffs.
Y'all would be fine. Y'all would be fine.
Let's talk about a game that
Albert Hainsworth robbed the shit out of Washington too.
He sure did.
Facts.
That was Shanahan. Shanahan was there that time, right? He came on.
What did he rob him for? 100 million, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that's the second dirtiest player of all time. That's Bill Baranowski. In a Dominican suit.
Hey, listen. Let's talk about this Detroit Lions Minnesota Vikings game.
Okay. This was a good game.
Detroit looked for real.
Yeah, but they gotta finish games.
They do.
They messed my money up, man. I was waiting to get Jeff for that money. They messed my money up, man.
Jared Goff is he's been playing pretty good this year.
I started him on my fantasy team this week. He put up some numbers. I didn't really get to watch it.
He didn't put up 20 points. I don't know what fantasy you got.
Good enough for me. That's all I needed. Because he was going up against
Swift. That's what's kind of hurting him a little bit.
Yeah.
But that boy, St. Brown, oh my God.
Is Cook hurt? Or is it just, he'll recover in a couple games?
Talking about Dalvin Cook?
Yeah. He got hurt yesterday.
I got to look at that update now.
Yeah, he got hurt. Cook got hurt. Matt Jones got hurt. And who else? Who else got hurt yesterday? I can't remember. But I know them too. It's a major joint.
So apparently Myles Garrett got into a car accident This car flipped over multiple times, but he's only in the hospital with minor injuries.
That dude's a freak of nature, man.
Superhuman shit right there. There we go.
Jeez.
I'm glad he all right though.
Yeah. It just came across my phone. Hey, car flip over you got minor injuries?
That's just. I hope he all right though. I mean, that's another game we got to talk about. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna start this thing off, and I'm gonna say Mitchell Trubisky got to go on the bench. They got to get more offense from more people. So, I say put the kid Kenny Pickett in. He can't do no worse than what Mitchell Trubisky doing.
You can't put him in yet.
Why
Have
not?
you seen their next 4 games?
Oh,
They got the Bucks,
okay.
they got the Chiefs, they got the Eagles, and the Dolphins. You can't put that kid in there.
Why not?
He got to learn. What do you mean?
You can't learn like that, yo. You gonna throw a motherfucker in the fire and say don't get burnt?
The learning curve.
No, I'm
in
gonna put him in the
NFL
fire, and
right
I'm gonna
now.
say, go out there and make something happen.
Sir,
He might be
until after the bye week. And then you got okay coast. You might be at it. You got the Saints. You got I think the Bengals, something like that. But no, yo, you can't put them in there versus the Eagles. The Eagles defense line will eat his ass alive. Then you got the Chiefs. Then you got the fucking Dolphins and
As a team, BJ is a team sport. As a team,
sport, but you
they
ain't got
will
no
help
offensive
him.
line.
But Mitchell, listen,
I would
as
say-
a team, they will help him. But Mitchell Trubisky is killing them.
I would say if they want to make a move, they better make it right now because they play us this week.
Dante Johnson, that ball can play.
They play the Jets. That's supposed to be a big thing. They play us.
Yeah, I said if they're gonna make a move, they better make it now to see if he fucking fits the mold. Because after that, it's Bills, Bucks, Dolphins, Eagles. Like, so if you want to make a move and you want to see what he looks like, you might want to do it against us.
I say put him in. You ain't gonna. It ain't gonna be no worse than what you getting out of Trubisky. That's all I'm saying.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because Trubisky ain't even trying to win you a game.
Good shit, yo. The Bills,
Man.
the Bucks, the Dolphins, the Eagles, and no, you do not play that kid, yo. You're gonna die out there.
Yeah, you play that kid.
Fuck.
Mitchell Trubisky is doing bad.
All right, so then play him in the Saints then. Player versus the Saints.
No, so right before the Saints, you have a bye week.
I ain't waiting that long. Put that kid in there.
Sir.
Tonight. I'm making that decision tonight. Putting the kid in. Watch how much better they look when the kid in. Watch how much the team play around with the kid in. QB 1 and 2 of week 3. Well, it got to be the 2 undefeated guys.
So quarterback 1 is the best. Quarterback 2, I guess, is okay, right? That's the okay one. And the third one is the worst quarterback of the week.
Worst quarterback of the week. So I'm going with Lamar, Jalen, Jimmy G.
The worst quarterback. Yo, Lamar.
Jimmy G.
Oh, say it again.
Jimmy G.
Lamar, listen to this. Hold on, before y'all say something. Listen. The first 2 QBs are good. The last QB that you pick is the worst.
The worst? Oh, well then.
Yeah. So it's Lamar, Jalen Hurts, and Jimmy G.
I think it should be good.
I think Hurts should go first.
Bad. Good, mediocre, and bad.
How you gonna come into the show changing the rules? Goddamn, this is June's Monday quarterback.
I would pick 2 good quarterbacks. I don't understand.
This is you ask June that when you see him. This is June's Monday quarterback. Sit there and tell me why we doing what we doing. I'm doing what the host usually does. I'm holding it down. PPP.
Dirt on my man segment, yo.
Ain't no dirt on this segment. This shit just brown. What you talking about?
He did it. Who was that quarterback for the Giants that stepped out of bounds?
No, it was the Detroit Lions, and now he on ESPN. Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so relieved today.
And then what's the name? Yesterday, Mark Sanchez talking to the punter. He said, "Yo, man, pull my pick."
I know Scott
for Miami was a.
somebody to mess up that.
Oh my goodness.
Who y'all got?
I'm still trying to think of a three. I want to say Jameis, but I know he was a little banged up. But
you could put Russell Wilson up there. He played bad yesterday.
No, Lamar, Jalen Hurts, and Matt Jones.
Matt Jones got injured. Matt who? Matt Jones.
Going up the goddamn field.
Yeah.
Matt Jones had one ankle. Since we talking about injuries on week 3. Week 3 of the NFL season. Injuries are picking up.
You know what's crazy? Even with Matt Jones' injury, I still
my bad. Justin Field last.
I still got the Patriots doing something. I'm not saying they're gonna make the
playoffs. I ain't got the Patriots doing shit.
With Chief behind Bill Belichick over there, you never know. But yeah, I'll go with those 3.
No, Mark Sanchez not in the league. He on ESPN.
I know that. I'm just saying he had sex.
No, I was talking to OG.
Oh, all right. That was funny. Who kicks the punt off the Bulls' butt?
But I think it was purpose. I think it was purposely. For a 2-point conversion. For a 2-point safety. That was purpose. I think he just shouldn't have punted it at all.
Yeah.
He should have just ran back there and just took the safety. That's how I feel. But I mean, hell, they won. Strategy. They won.
That's right.
They beat the Bills. The Bills had a chance to win that game. They beat them. But Washington, on the other hand, I don't know what they're going to do. And the LA Chargers, I would say I feel sorry for y'all, but y'all fans, and it's not really Charger fans, it's these Derwin James and Justin Herbert fans.
That sound like Jared.
Yeah, it's Jared. You know what? Fuck, it's Jared.
I'm telling you, the Chargers will let you down
all that
every time.
JC Jackson.
And that Jared be doing.
Listen, they will let you down every time. They're going to have the best offense, the best defense. They'll put 50 points in this game and that game.
If it wasn't for the Raiders sucking so bad, they'd be the worst team in the AFC. West.
Yep.
I know they're gonna say they was injured.
Shout out to our defense. Shout out to our defense yesterday, man. That's
like everybody. Like everybody ain't got somebody injured. I ain't trying to hit.
Right.
Any last words, fellas? Since ain't nobody got no more QB.
All I gotta say is go Giants.
The Giants, the last team to not play that's undefeated. Giants.
I need Saquon to score twice.
You need Saquon to score twice?
Please, Saquon score twice. Man, it's gonna be hard, right?
Go Giants.
I think this is gonna be the game that Saquon and Zeke go at it though. And they're gonna find out who the best running back in the NFC East is in this game. Anybody else feel anything?
Not much. We'll see.
I ain't got nothing.
I want the Giants to win. I don't want them to win because I ain't trying to hit June shit on Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
I ain't trying to hit June.
I'm talking shit.
Honestly, I'd rather hit June shit than B shit.
What's wrong with
No, don't let B talk his shit, man.
The Giants
he got his Super Bowl last week, so we'll see.
I don't think B gonna talk no shit though. Not until he
no,
like if they beat us
right now, he gonna have something.
If they beat us, then B will talk some shit, but he ain't gonna talk no shit.
No, I think y'all gonna blow them out this year. Is that 52 points?
All right, come on. Listen, thank y'all for coming out tonight. I don't know what he's talking about. Let me just get that out of the way.
That 50-point game, the season ended. What's the name for last year? The game. Oh no, you got to come back from that, man. Come on.
We are.
You got to come back from that.
All right, man. Well, listen, we was just here holding it down for June on June's Monday quarterback. We will be back with y'all each and every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Got to thank Derek, thank Jay, thank Kilo. I mean, BJ for holding it down. PPP.
Gang.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to give it to y'all one time. God bless.
Yo,
Good night.
Up next, yo. Listen, got a conversation up next. Don't miss it, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Don't miss it. In 15 minutes.
Coming up next. 15 minutes. God bless. Good night.